Hi, and welcome to my channel. This is the first video of what will hopefully be a series of videos documenting my process as I attempt to build my first fursuit, an Eastern Sergal that I will call Blood Moon. I attended the Painted Desert FurCon in early January 2024 with my daughter and some friends, and we all had a great time. During the event, what I saw were people of all walks of life, just having fun, and it was refreshing seeing how supportive everybody was. A few years ago, as my daughter began sketching reference cards for friends, I looked into the many different fursuits and had always gravitated towards the Sergals, and knew that if I ever decided to join the community, that's who I'd be. About a week or so after the convention, I had my daughter do a real rough sketch of my vision for Blood Moon, so as to put my thoughts on paper, and off I went researching the building and construction techniques of fursuits. I referenced Skyehigh Studios, Mugiwara Cosplay, and Dream Vision Creation. I had just bought a Creality K1 Max 3D printer, so I did an initial setup and made a test print of a Benchy. All I needed now was to pin down a 3D model that would suit my needs, and then I'd be ready for printing the headbase. I spent way too many hours scouring the internet, but finally landed on RDB Cosplay's Eastern Sergal headbase on cults3d.com. It cost about $21 for the download files, but to me, it was worth the one-time cost, and the print turned out beautifully the first time. I ended up using Creality's black PETG filament. This gave the headbase a little bit more heat protection and flexibility, but I'm working towards printing a headbase with the TPU filament next, which is extremely flexible. I also found a free download for a Sergal tongue from a different site, scaled it to size, and printed it in a rainbow silky PLA filament. After the prints were complete, I took some sandpaper to the Sergal jaw and upper palette to help prepare the surfaces for paint. We first went with an acrylic paint from Michaels, but the adhesion wasn't quite what we were looking for, so we replaced it with an acrylic enamel. Then, we applied a clear coat to help protect the paint from scratches and chipping. What I don't show on camera is that I chose to use a hard hat head harness as the head base mount rather than elastic, as I feel this will be more comfortable to wear and adjust over time. I then worked on templating the ears. It took a few tries to make a set that would both work with the scale of the head, and more importantly, look good once the fur is applied. My first set of ears had a tight crease that caused the fur to bunch up and not have distinct lines. So I tried again and settled on ears that initially felt a little too large, but I think they will be just right when it's all said and done. If not, I'll try again on the next one. Right here you can see the head harness of the hard hat mounted onto the head base. I just hot glued the strapping to the inside of the base, and then snipped the excess strapping and glued it to the top of the base in order to get the tilt of the head just right. There's no guarantee that this will work, but I have high hopes for it. Now that the 1-inch foam earpieces are cut out, it takes a little more manipulation to get the shape and layout just right, as Sergal's ears almost point backwards. I ended up buying a mini hot glue gun for this project. It works great for getting into tight spaces, but I go through the glue very quickly. I find the small size to be beneficial, so I just have to buy several packs of glue at a time. At this point, it's just trimming and shaping the ears to fit your needs. Now I move on to tracing the template and cutting out the right ear, aiming to replicate the shape accurately. You can see I didn't quite get the angle correct, so I fill in some of the void with scraps. I don't think this will affect the ears when all is said and done. Once again, I get into forming and shaping the ear, trying to match the other ears. Again, I'm working on trying to get the form and shape of the ears correct, lining it up with the head base, and then I connect the inner ear to the back of the head harness.
On the inside of the ears here, I left some room so that I can put some mesh to allow ventilation. Now I'm going to go ahead and add some elastic to the ears to help pull them outwards and even them up. That's it for this episode. Thanks for watching and hope to see you on the next one, where I'll be making a duct tape pattern and begin sewing the ears. Please consider liking and subscribing if you'd like to stay with me on this fun and entertaining journey. Thanks, see you next time.